Hey, what's going on, good people? Treveal C.W. Lynch, Mr. What, Mr. iAMthepossible. And I help people to see what they are so they can like what they see. I'll say it again. I help people to see what they are so they can like what they see. I'm on a mission to fill this world, yes, this world, with people that like themselves and who know what makes it possible for them to do so. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about the idea of creation. And I want to begin with the question, what are you creating? What are you creating? How conscious are you to what it is that you are creating in this world? Did you know that you are a creator? Did you know that in many ways you are a co-creator with Christ? You are a co-creator with your creator. You're participating, and you've been invited to participate in the creation of that which you already are. If you are live, and you're watching me live, tuning in live, I want to thank you. I thank you so much for joining me live, or if you're on the replay, thank you for catching me a little later in the day. I'm on the West Coast, so I know it's a little early, but if you're rocking with me live or on the replay, I want to thank you so much, because your presence is the greatest present that you could ever give me. I know our time is precious, and I know that we live very busy lives. So if you're rocking with me today, I want to extend my gratitude and my appreciation. Why don't you drop me a hashtag live if you're live, or if you catch me on the replay, will you drop me a hashtag replay just to let me know that you watched, that you tuned in. I would greatly appreciate it. So again, today we're talking about creation, and we're talking about the question, what are you creating? Well, as I began this video, I began by sharing with you my mission. I began by sharing with you my daily intention, right? To help people to see what they are so they can like what they see. That's my daily intention. That's what I daily desire. That's my daily desire, right? That's my daily intention, right? To be able to show someone, teach someone, encourage someone to see themselves as what they really are, so that they can begin a life filled with liking and appreciating and accepting themselves. As I've always said in my videos, the word like literally is translated as and defined as seeing yourself as enough, seeing yourself as acceptable, right? And my favorite, seeing yourself as something that is satisfactory. In other words, I have the intention, right, to help people to become satisfied with self, satisfied with themselves. And so I'm very clear about what it is that I'm creating in the world. So today's question is, what are you creating, right? And so I'm taking the lead by sharing my mission, by sharing the thing that I want to create in the world, and just simply asking the question, do you know what you're creating? Are you clear? Are you conscious? Are you sensitive to what it is that you're creating? Because we are all creating something. We're always creating something. We're always putting something out into the universe. We're always releasing something into the atmosphere, whether through our moods, whether through our words, whether through our actions. We're all participating in the creation of something. And what I've come to learn is what we first create within ourselves is what we create without ourselves. In other words, what I envision and create within my own personal life, right? My own internal insight, my own internal presence, my own internal condition, that's what I then create on the outside of myself. That's the energy in which I bring to other people, to these live broadcasts, to the interactions that I have throughout my day. Wherever I would find myself, I bring that energy, and I am able to replicate, I am able to duplicate, I am able to create that thing, that energy, that reality, right? That world, I'm able to then create it in the lives of others. I am then able to create that energy and that opportunity for other people to embrace it and to be positively impacted by it. And so I just want to ask you the question, what is it that you're creating, right? What is it that you're creating? And if you took a step back, let me adjust the camera just a bit. If you took a step back and you did a little analysis, right, on your everyday. And again, I see people joining live. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Anyone else that's jumping on live, I really appreciate you guys. Drop me a hashtag live. I'm getting better at interacting and better at being able to see this screen. Sometimes I'm trying to get great lighting, so sometimes the light is in my eyes and I can't see the names. But thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate your presence. Again, as I said earlier in the broadcast, your presence is the greatest present that you could ever give me. I know our lives are so busy. For many of us, our lives are so complicated, and we're all grinding, we're all moving and shaking, we all are on the go. So if you have the time and you choose to spend that time with me, I want to thank you and I want to appreciate you and say that you matter and that your time matters. And so I want to bring you value, and I want to bring something to you that you can take away, that you can apply easily, that you can ponder on, think about, consider, contemplate, meditate on, that will help to improve your life and help to improve the way that you see yourself ultimately. But again, I'm asking the question, what are you creating? I started this video by sharing that the thing that I'm creating is a world filled with people that like themselves, a world filled with people that like themselves and who know what they are. Makes it possible. Makes what possible? Makes it possible for them to like themselves, right? Makes it possible for them to do so. I believe with all my heart that the greatest form of self-development is self-discovery. That's my personal testimony. It's the greater sense I have of self, right? You got the 5 senses. Well, one of those senses is the optics, being able to see. The greater I am able to see what I am, the greater significance I am able to see that I have within our society. And I believe that there's other people out there that want to see their significance within our society as well. And so I've taken this on as my own personal mission, my own personal intention. It is what I am creating in the world, people that accept and that appreciate themselves from a pure place. I'm creating within myself this satisfaction with self. And so I'm very tuned in, I'm very conscious, I'm very aligned, right, with what it is that I'm putting out, with what it is that I'm creating, whether through my live videos, through my YouTube content, through the books that I write, through the seminars that I teach, through the workshops that I conduct, right? When I'm given opportunities to preach or teach at a church, or speak at a conference or speak at an event, I'm very conscious about what it is that I'm putting out there, what I'm showing up as and being in the world, so that I can help cultivate that in the lives of others. And so I don't have like a step-by-step plan to give you today. It's just more of a question. It's more about consciousness, because sometimes we don't even know. We're not even conscious to the fact that we're creating something. We don't even know that when we say something to someone, we're creating something. We're exchanging energy. I don't know if you know or understand this or not, but we're all balls of energy. If you break anything down to its smallest, most elementary level, it is energy. Everything is energy. And the different forms of life that we see, the different expressions of life that we see, is just energy taking on a different form. And so I understand that if I am energy, right, that's one of my whats. If I am energy, then I understand that my energy can be exchanged. My energy can be given. My energy can be concentrated. I can align myself, right? Like they talk about having tunnel vision. I can align myself in such a way that I become like a laser beam, right? I'm standing out here in this amazing California sun right now, but that sun is way up there, and by the time it hits me, it's all spread out. But I can take that same sun power, that same sun energy, and I can take a magnifying glass and I can create that laser-like beam, And when I do that, that same light is now being concentrated. That same energy is now being concentrated into a beam of light. And that beam of light is able to burn through things, and it becomes concentrated and powerful. In the same way, we are able to consciously create things in our lives when we understand that we are energy, and that we can consciously and we can creatively, right, wake up each day and say, I'm choosing to create this thing in my life. I'm choosing to create this thing in the world, despite my conditions, despite my situations, despite what they say or they do or don't say or don't do. It's not about an outside thing. It's never about outside. It's always what we're creating from within. And so I want to encourage you today by asking the question, what are you creating? You have the ability to choose what you create by my specialty, by first understanding what I am, by you first understanding and grasping and understanding and perceiving what it is that you are. See, I can't teach, preach, or share about other topics because those aren't my specialties, because that hasn't been the life that I've lived. That hasn't been my experience. But this this Mr. What, this what, I know a little something about that what. I know a little something about that what. When I learned my what, my life completely changed. It completely changed. If you've seen some of my older videos, I talk about 5 words that would change your life. Pastor Eric Brown of Pasadena Church years ago, he came up to me and he said, Treveal, you are a teacher. 5 words that changed my life. And ever since I understood that I am a teacher, I understood that I have the ability to communicate a message in such a way that people can grasp it, understand it, apply it, run with it, and live a better quality of life. And so I've taken that on to embrace the fact that I am a teacher. And in the same way, you can be a whatever God has created you to be. I believe that I am God's communication channel. That's the what. I'm not just a teacher like a elementary school or a high school teacher. I am my creator's communication channel. I wake up with this consciousness that, oh creator, what do you want to create? What do you want to communicate through me as your channel? That's the reality. That's the world that I live in. And what I'm saying is that you too can live that existence. You too, despite your circumstances and conditions, you too can wake up with this consciousness to your creator's purpose and desire and meaning for your life. And you too can know your what. And you too can begin to discover and explore the vast riches that your life offers and represents in this world. What are you creating? I want to ask that question, and I want you to ponder it. I want you to think about it today. What you create within is what you create without. Again, I am filling this world with people that like themselves and who know what makes it possible for them to do so. That's my mission. That's my thing. What's your thing? I help people to see what they are so that they can like what they see. That's my thing. What's your thing? I want to encourage you to get in tune, to get sensitive, to get conscious to your thing by taking time each day to pause and to think and to meditate and to consider, what's my thing? What do I love? What do I do naturally? What's my God-given gifts and talents and abilities? What makes me cry? What makes me laugh? Where do I get passionate? What makes my heart pound? Those are all clues. Those are all breadcrumbs to your to your thing. You were not created to only make a contribution. You were created to be a contribution. That's exciting. That's an exciting life. That's an exceptional existence. And that's what I'm living, and that's what I want to help you to live as well. What are you creating? I'm going to put the link to my new What's Your Worth, or as I entitled it, What's My Worth, right? It's a question to myself, right, as I'm going through the workbook, but it's called the What's My Worth workbook. I'm going to put the link to my new workbook in the comments after this video. After it goes live and after it renders, I'm going to put that link into the comments. And if you're curious about your what, if you want to begin the beginning steps and stages to discovering your what and being able to consciously create a world that is conducive to the internal desires of your life and your heart, then I want you to download my free workbook, and I want you to begin to take those assessments, begin to take those steps in the right direction. I promise you that it will bless your life and that it will get you closer to understanding your what, why God created you, the purpose and the meaning of your life, and how you can begin to be the contribution that you were created to be. This is Treveal C.W. Lynch, Mr. What, Mr. I Am the Possible, founder of I Am the Possible, author of the new book, What Is Enough. And I help people to see what they are so they can like what they see. You guys be blessed, man. I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys. And yes, I believe in you guys. If you found value in this video, please drop me a hashtag value. If you know someone, a loved one, a family, co-worker that you believe would benefit from this video, I ask that you would please share it on to your timeline as well. And as always, let me leave you with this. The greatest thing that you will ever become is accepting of what you already are. You are already enough. You are already exceptional. Your value is there. It's always been there. It will always be there. Perhaps you've just never seen it. Well, isn't 2020 your year? Isn't it time that you began to see your personal self-worth and value in this world? I think it's time. Let's do it, y'all. Love y'all, praying for y'all, man. Until next time, peace.